All right, Jeff. So what is going on with the Fraser Valley real estate market and home prices right now?
So we're just jumping right into it. Okay, let's just jump right into it. So everything I'm going to mention right now is going to be based on a criteria of only single detached homes. We're going to talk about actives. We're going to talk about solds. And one other thing that, because the market was so crazy for, expireds. So with that being said as well, it's going to be based on 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms with a suite, 5 to 25 years old, give or take, and about 6,000 to 8,000 square feet lots.
Okay. Perfect.
Let's jump into Surrey right now. Now, when I say Surrey, I'm also including South Surrey, North Surrey, and the general Surrey area with Cloverdale. Never forget Cloverdale. Now, based on the last 90 days of where we are, there are about 63 active listings. The average price of these active listings right now are right around the 2.239 range. Then let's jump into the sold. Using the same criteria, remember? The average sold list price of those that sold were about 1.876. Now, the average sold price was about 1.795, and it took about 30 days to sell. Big difference from our crazy market. Now, I did say about that third category, expired, and many people didn't talk about expired before because things didn't expire. They just sold.
Hot market.
Right? But now, in Surrey, 26 have expired. Average listing price of those that expired were around 2.4. What does that mean? Markets are changing, prices are changing. The expectation of sellers to get the price that it was before is probably not there anymore. Most likely it's not there anymore. And the buyers also know that. So now, Surrey's done. You gonna cut me off?
Sorry. You guys can follow along as well. We have the downloadable PDF document in the description for all the different areas we're doing. So make sure you guys check that out if you want to follow along with a better view of the actual stats that we're reading out to you guys, all right?
Langley, jumping right to Langley. This is all of Langley. Actives. There's about 11 actives fall in this criteria. The average listing price is about 1.49, so actually almost about 1.5. And averagely, they've been on the market for about 93 days. Big difference again. Sold using this criteria, I can't stress it enough. This criteria and this criteria only, one has sold. And that has sold for an average, or not average actually, well, that's the only number, but 1.45. And that took about 134 days to sell. 3 have expired. Normally we wouldn't see that expired being more than sold. 3 expired. The average list price of those expired were about 1.699. Now, when you start doing your correlations about expired versus your average list price, you can start seeing a little trend here. Rick, I'm done with the Langley. That's how quick that was. You always said, stop rambling on and get some quick videos happening here, and
I do always
stop
say
making fun of me. And
and
you're wearing an actual JC Holmes shirt, considering it is a real estate show.
it's the new winter version of the JC Holmes jacket, all right?
I paid for that.
Yes, you did actually. It came out of the budget for the studio, but
And that person that always keeps asking me, is Ricky getting his bonus?
we got an upgraded jacket, all right, guys? And you might get one too, all right? But right now, in the future, right now we're giving away the free hoodies, though. The free hoodies. Got one right here. The new updated version of the JC Holmes hoodie, all right? All you have to do is drop the comments, I have subscribed, and subscribing to our channel, and I will send you out an absolutely free JC Holmes hoodies, just like that one, all right?
I gotta take my credit card off this file, by the way, because you're just ordering way too much stuff now. How much more of my money are you going to spend? Go ahead, say something.
And don't forget, if you're thinking about relocating to British Columbia and or anywhere in British Columbia, especially the Fraser Valley and Greater Vancouver area, don't forget to give us a call. We absolutely love helping you guys out, and we love getting reach outs from you guys, all right? So you can text us, email us, whichever way you like, all right? Phone numbers on the screen, in the description. Don't forget to give us a call. We always love helping you guys move, all right? Now, on to the next area, since there wasn't much going on in North Delta.
Yeah, we were skipping North Delta because North Delta only had one, based on this criteria again, one thing happened. So, you know what? We're not going to talk about North Delta right now.
There we go.
Abby had 12 active listings, has 12 active listings. The average listing price in Abby is about 1.465, and averagely it's been about in the market for 65 days there. Sold is about 9, which is still a pretty good number. And the average list price of those that sold when they started was 1.307. Doesn't mean it sold at that price. They sold at about 1.26 with an average day on market of about 41 days. So already, if you go back to the active listing, 65 days, you're starting to see something there. Expired, only one expired, which is not bad. Only one expired. But now we look at why expired. And the list price of that property was 1.79. So let's say 1.8. And that was on the market for 171 days. So you really got to look into those things. Now, Rick, I know you only wanted me to do just 3 areas, but I'm putting Mission in there. Mission's part of our Fraser Valley board. I'm putting that right back in there.
All right, fine. Fair enough.
Mission has 7 active listings using this criteria. Average list price today is about 1.359. Let's just round it up to 1.6. Averagely, these properties have been on the market for 53 days. Solds, 3 solds. Averagely, the average list price started at about 1.286, so 1.287. There's some digits there. Sold was 1.229, so let's just round it to 1.3. It took about 42 days, once again, under the average of what the average is for the list price actives. Expired, only 1, not bad. So the average for the expired listing for the list price was, well, because only 1.739. And that was on the market for 92 days. That is my update.
Perfect.
On what is happening there.
Killed it with the stats there, all right? Now, I usually ask this question on many episodes, but heading into next year, where might we be headed, with mortgage rates rising and these new rules and regulations coming in next year? A bunch of them, right? How's real estate possible?
There are things announced, Rick, about, well, and I think this is almost general information now. There are changes coming next year, and this is classic British Columbia real estate. We have changes that are unprecedented, and we've talked about before about HST. How these new changes, I'm talking about the rules, not the interest rate, how these changes can affect our market, well, we can only speculate right now. This was made for the protection and for the betterment of buyers. So we can only speculate what's going to happen with that. We will also go over the guidelines and what it entails. But the other factor here is interest rates. Are we done yet? Is there another increase? Well, there could be. So it's really hard to say, really hard to say what's going to happen. We have to wait and watch. We have to wait and see. There's a lot of factors. And we say this every episode. It's not just about what am I going to do and what's this going to happen. It's always about that key word that starts with a P. It's called planning. Planning is one of the most important factors when it comes to real estate. You have to plan and know what you're doing, know the location, know what's all around it, know your price point, know what type of home you're going to get into, and why you're buying it. Are you buying for investment? Are you buying for living? All these factors matter, but it all starts with planning. Understanding what's going on will help you later, no matter what. So, Rick, to ask that question again, what's going to happen in the future market? Kind of hard to say. I'm going to be honest, and if a realtor sits here and tells you, this is not going to happen, that's going to happen, this is going to happen, yeah, well, okay.
All right. Well, that sums up our episode there, Jeff. Thanks so much for that great insight. All right. Episode 46 of the British Columbia Real Estate Podcast. If you guys are wondering why the video is off, the camera ran out of storage. All right. We've been just recording away so much amazing footage for you guys that memory card got full. All right. So it's a good reason, but don't worry. We'll be back again next week with another crazy episode for you guys.
Are you kidding me about why? Okay. This is Rick's portion of everything, and the video footage ends on this, really, and they just say, oh, we content this content. You could have prepped it before. You could have made sure we had enough.
I did.
You're the one saying
I actually did.
That you actually did.
I did. No, but I think that because the camera overheated again.
Either way,
we'll be back again next week.
I'm not sure about Rick though. I'll be back.
We'll be back, right? With another crazy episode for you guys. British Columbia Real Estate Podcast. Jeff Chat at JC Homes, Ricky J. We are signing out, and we'll see you guys again next week.